Marshmallow, and welcome back to another exciting episode. This time on Warden Night Z. Welcome back, guys. So I have a few more questions that I just kind of picked and choose. Like I kind of just scrolled through and saw which ones were good. Because I don't want anything way too deep. I don't want anything just that's gonna require too much thinking time, you know. So let's see. If you had a robot for an entire day, what would you ask it to do? I knew the answer immediately when I saw it. My first base reaction was just, I'm gonna make it say bad knock knock jokes or just yo mama jokes, like any kind of bad joke, and the punchline is always bazinga, and he immediately runs away. But I don't know how sophisticated this robot would be, but basically he's gonna walk up to people and say like, knock knock, who's there? Bah who? Bazinga, and he's just gonna bolt off as fast as he can. And I would love the fact if he like waddled so he couldn't even run, so he just like panicked waddling, like just like panic waddling. Yeah, so that's what I would make my robot do. So others would like learn how to do nuclear fusion. Others would like test deadly experiments. Someone would probably like have it fight a bear, and like I'm just bazinga. Okay, do you prefer cold weather or hot weather? Cold. I am completely a cold person, and that like hot weather makes me feel like muggy and like I don't want to do anything today. That's the thing. If it's like work, like let's say yard work, garage, like constructing something, anything like that, like no dude, I will completely ignore the temperature. I will work. I just mean it like when I'm, let's say it's a free day, right? And like even playing video games seems like a lot of work when I'm completely like content, have nothing to do, and it's hot. That's when it's bothersome. That's when I break out the fan, you know. What is your all-time favorite band? I have to say Rise Against. Rise Against, it's like a rock band. I really like it. Like I don't know, it's just like something in their music. It's like poetry, and I instantly fell in love with them. Like I think I first heard them on the radio, and then I'm like, Rise Against. Like I like that song, and it just got better and better. I mean, up to the point like I'm writing stories, and like you know, like it's very anime like. Well, not even anime, like it just happens in like movies and stuff. You know, like training montages, how they always have like fight scenes, like fighting the bad guy scene, like you know the ultimate fight, and like the training scenes, they always have music accompanied to them. Yeah, Rise Against has actually helped inspire some of the fight scenes that I have planned, and like what I would like to get out of it, like you know, just a rhythm. So like I don't know, it helped with like me mentally envisioning some of my ideas, you know. Also like they just seem like really good guys. Like I mean, one of their songs, House on Fire, it makes me tear up when people were talking about like what it represented. In case you're wondering, like go listen to it. House on Fire. I heavily recommend the acoustic version. It's what's it called? Their album was Ghost Note Symphonies. I think that was the album name. Go check that out. It's on YouTube. And like it's acoustic, so it's even nicer. Like it's not the rock sound. It's like acoustic. And dude, that song is about like parenthood. Like I mean, like let me just like recall one of the lyrics. It's like, and I'll hold you like a hand grenade, and you'll cut me like a razor blade. And like I don't know, like I just think about that, and I'm like, dude, like I'm not a parent yet, but I am a son, you know, and like it maybe like at this point, like it just makes me really, it made me really like think like I don't want to make life difficult for my parents. You know, I want to get along with them. I want to, you get it? It's like from that angle. Like this is the thing. It's one of those songs that I feel like when I get kids one day, it's just gonna like I'm gonna connect with it even more. You get it? So it's that kind of nice song. Let's see. What talent do you wish you had? Oh, I wish I could whistle. I know you could probably learn to whistle, but I wish I could like naturally whistle. Like my uncle whistles, and like when he whistles outside, like, you know, it's like when we had to open the gate for him when he like showed up when he's here. You could hear him from like really far away. Like he could go all the way down the street and you could still hear him. And like I wish I could whistle like that. Oh, my dog Chip absolutely hates it when anyone whistles. Except this is the thing, he hates it when other people whistle, but he cries when well, he yelps when it's my uncle, but he yelps with like where is he? Where is he? Like open the door for him, open the door. And I'm like I have to calm him down because it's like he's not even upstairs yet. I have to I have to go downstairs, I have to open the gate, and then he gets over here. But like Chip always reacts like I recognize him. He's right there. He's right there. Oh well, that goes to the next question. Are you a cat person or a dog person? I prefer dogs. The only cat I've ever had like the chance to be around is an old neighbor of ours that we used to have. May she rest in peace. Unfortunately, she passed away a few years ago. But she had two cats, Big and Little. And this is the thing, Little has always been really distant. He got more along with my mom, to be honest. But Big, like, this is the thing, I used to cut her lawn, and like Big was just out there watching me, you know. And like Big always used to rub himself against like my pant leg. And like I know that means a cat likes you. And like it's funny because like he licked my arm once, and like, oh dude, like my hairs were tugging at it. He didn't like peel any off, but it was just like pulling because, you know, like cats have really like sharp tongues. So I'm like, I think that's a reason why I don't want to personally own a cat. Like I'm fine taking care of one, I'm fine like coexisting with one, but I don't want to always have it because like I don't know, I don't think sharp claws and rough tongue. No, like dude, Chip is the sweetest little boy I ever have. He like I carry him or like I hug him and he just licks me very gently on the cheek, and then he just like lays down on my shoulder. Oh man, it's so much unconditional love. I can barely handle it. Do you have any pet peeves? Ants. You know, just ants. Yeah, I can't stand ants. Like this is the thing. Like my hairs stand up when there are insects nearby. Like it's even led like my mom calls it like I have a spidey sense. You know, like like Spidey sense from Spider-Man. Because like I always know where if I can detect it, like I know where the spider is. I know if there's like a mosquito in here, but like. And no, it's not like if the mosquito flies by my ear and like, oh, now I know there's one. No, it wasn't flying. No one knew. I just walked into the room. Like for example, I went to school and then like I came back. I haven't been here all day and like there's a mosquito in here. And yeah, ants, dude. This is the thing. You know how I always feel bugs? This is the thing. I knew this happened years ago, but I don't want to give anyone the heebie-jeebies, so please just be warned. There was a ant infestation we had many years ago, but basically I knew there were ants and I was like, okay, let me find the liquid to kill them, you know the little bug spray. And like this is the thing, because it was going to be ant season, during summer, and they already targeted our apartment before, so like we knew they were coming, but we haven't had the chance to spray. Because this is the thing, that spray, like, it's not lethal, it's just that so you don't get bothered by the smell, nothing bad happens to you, they recommend, hey, just leave the windows slightly open, spray it all over the house, and just leave like for an hour or two. Like literally, like we just go and get something to eat, we eat outside, and then boom, like by the time we come back, odor's gone, everything's good. Well, that day I grabbed the bottle, and it was even loose, so like I'm like, okay, I'm probably just gonna have to tie it first. I moved the box, and oh my god, there were so many ants. It was like a mountain of ants, and they got on my leg. I literally just, since it was partially open, I just unscrewed the cap, demolished the ants. I just like threw all the liquid on the floor, right there, and I like ran into the bathroom. Like, dude, my hairs are standing on my legs again. Just every time I talk about it, it brings back like PTSD on my hairs, on my legs. But I ran into the bathroom and just like turned on the water. I didn't even care it was like hot. It wasn't scalding hot. I didn't get burned, but I mean like it was hot and I didn't react to it. And like I just basically filled up the tub. Not filled up the whole tub. It just like I covered it so that at least my leg got developed, like covered in water. And then I opened it. I let it flush down the tub, and then like I just kind of like spent. Oh god, I have to like rub my legs now because they're tingling. I feel like they're still there, you know. I was just there with a shower head, just like passing it over and over on my leg, on both of my legs like crazy for like, I don't know, 20 minutes. Yeah, so ever since then, like, hey, you really need me to be the guy who kills the spider? Sure, I'll try. I'll do it. Wait, they're ants? Please don't let me do it. Like, no, please. Like, I'll do it if I have to, if I'm the only one, but only if I'm the only one. Oh god, I just really hate them. It's not even hate, it's just that they give me the heebie-jeebies. What is the best restaurant you've ever been to? Okay, so can I give two different answers? Because this is the thing. One of them would probably be La Barca, and that's not officially the name. I think it's called like Mariscos La Barca, something like that. But there's this restaurant in El Monte, which is in it's one of the cities in, like, it's outside of Los Angeles. It's like a little good distance outside of Los Angeles, but there's a city called El Monte, and somewhere in it is a restaurant called it's like a few blocks away from the El Monte bus station. So if you look it up on Google Maps, like, they share the same street. Well, it's not exactly. It's like a shopping plaza that connects into that. Those streets intersect. And that place, dude, best Mexican food around. I mean, like, they still have pretty good quality, I have to say. Like, oh, dude, they have this thing called tan pequeña, which is like it's basically like it's a cut of beef. It's like a steak, essentially. It's like a thin steak. It's just beef. It's seared beef, but dude, it is really out of this world. Like, it is amazing. Their quesadillas, which is just basically like, it's basically like tortillas that are like fluffed up, but it's like folded in half. It was deep fried, has cheese inside. There's also a version with like meat and potatoes, but dude, those things are the bomb. Like, oh dude, and their salsa. They have this salsa, bro. Like, dude, I'm getting all hyped up for it again. But yeah, their salsa is the best. I've had it, dude. That place has been around so long. I was literally like, my parents were dating when I'm 22, and my parents were dating when they first went there, and like, I went there since I was a baby. Like, one of the waitresses there, who's like, she still works there. She's known me for my entire life. So like, she's always seen us. They're very friendly, and like, the food is still incredible. So yeah, the other answer I would give is a hot dog place that, like, well, it was pretty close to my neighborhood. Like, some ways off. It was like it was not that far, pretty far, but it was pretty far for walking, pretty close if you're driving. That kind of distance. It got closed down, but it's because what was it? I think the owner just like decided to not keep it up anymore. Like, it was new, and he just decided to like move on to another project. But dude, it was a hot dog place. They had pastrami dogs that were out of this world. They had like all these sorts of hot dog options, and like, I remember that after school, my dad and we just went there a lot. We bonded over that place a lot. Maybe it's even the nostalgia, but whenever I go by that shopping plaza where that little place was, I always remember my dad, And well, I say that like if my dad is gone. No, just that I remember the time I spent with my dad, and it just double special. Like, those dogs were really good. Those hot dogs were amazing, and like, lovely service too. What was your worst wardrobe mistake? Well, once when I was back in high school, oh wait, real quick, I just want to make sure, like, I'm trying to rewind in my mind that I say my dad is still alive. Like, I don't mean it in the sense of like he's gone. No, I just mean that, like, I'm talking about those memories happened, so I remember those memories. I don't mean it like if I can't make more memories. So just want to say that Papa Warden is still alive. Father Warden. And Mother Warden is still alive too. My worst wardrobe mistake. So basically, I had a school uniform, except the thing is that we always had to tuck in the shirt. We always blah blah blah, all that stuff. But there was a time where we could wear this like school spirit shirt. It's like Hogwarts classes where you were Gryffindor, all that stuff. I was Astachio. It was like named after saints. And yeah, it's a very big explanation I don't want to get into. So basically, those school spirit shirts were more comfortable, to be honest. And it was a really hot day, but this is the thing. I thought that it was a day for an event. So, the day that we had to wear the shirts. Well, not had to. The day kind of had to, more could. But this is the thing. Mostly everyone will wear it. Just, it's different, I don't think you had to wear it, just that like the teachers like seeing you wear it. It's a school spirit, whatever, And I thought it was that day. It wasn't. No, wait, what was good? No, now I remember. I'm confusing a different event. Sorry. We had mass that day because, yes, I went to a Catholic school. In case anyone was wondering, but we were going to have mass on a Thursday, let's say. Well, I looked at the wrong calendar week, and I thought it was this Thursday. No, it's next Thursday when we have mass. And I showed up in my, they told us for mass you had to go in like a dress shirt with a tie and like dress shoes. Like, it looked nice, basically. At least like my parents liked it when I wore dress shoes for mass, and I switched back into my sneakers afterwards for class. But at some point I just started wearing sneakers, I remember, because they were just like at that point. But this is the thing, like, they just told me like, oh, yeah, I can see your mistake. Well, I live too far away to go back and change, so they're just like, here, take this. Like, which teacher is in charge of your spirit group? Like the school spirit team thing. And I told them, and then they just said, hey, do you have another shirt? And he's like, yeah, I have a bunch here. Does this fit him? And like, yeah, it fit me. And basically it was super hot that day. And this is the thing, some people were saying like, oh, haha, you got confused. And then there were a few people who were like, dude, it's really, it's like, it's smoldering out here. It's just super hot. and you're lucky that you don't have to wear the school uniform. Like the school uniform is pretty nice, but like I could tell some people didn't like it sometimes. This is the thing. Like I remember some people actually sweated in that thing pretty well. It was in our classrooms. There were some teachers who like didn't have good air conditioning, so those were the people who suffered. You know what I mean? I remember there's legit one teacher who a really good teacher, maybe even Harrower. I'm pretty sure Harrower had him. I don't remember. But like he even like put his own money from his own paycheck on his own terms to get a really good air conditioner, because he's like, I cannot teach in the heat. Like mad respect for that. Let's see. So I think I saw one more. I don't remember. Ooh, what is your favorite guilty pleasure TV show? Can I be completely honest with you? My guilty pleasure TV show is like any kind of show that's like those either like the DIY network, flea market stuff, or building competitions, or like the garage wars thing, the one storage locker wars. Because this is the thing, I don't know if you know this, those shows are not that good, but they're very binge worthy. Like if I have nothing to do that day, I literally just put it on and I could just stay there for hours. Like it just captures your attention so well, where it's like you're just staying there because of the convenience. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to go anywhere. Just watch one more episode of Storage Wars. So yeah, I would call that a guilty pleasure TV, to be honest, because like the only other thing I've ever really binged that way it's like The Office, and that was only on one of the like other times I saw it. So you get it, like not the first viewing, like on my third viewing of the whole series. Like that's how, like when you're not actively paying attention, where you're just like you are paying attention, but you're very at ease, you're not trying to absorb details. Yeah, that's what guilty pleasure TV is for me, where like I'm not actively trying to think, I'm not actively trying to piece things together, I'm just kind of letting everything go into my brain and just chilling. Yeah. So yeah, Storage Locker Wars, not that good, but highly entertaining, I guess. Oh, also the Cooking Network shows. Like but that one, like I actively talk because I'm like, oh, I like that recipe, or we never thought about that. But I really like the cooking competition shows from Food Network. Ooh, Beat Bobby Flay. Like Bobby Flay is one of my favorite Iron Chefs. I'm not saying that ironically. Like some of my friends have even stated in the past where they think some comments are ironic, and I'm like, nah, man, like that was true. Like you see that I'm not the class clown kind of character, to be honest, but like I like goofing around, so it's kind of hard to tell when I'm joking and when I'm just like being completely honest. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna cut off here. Don't say goodbye, say schmello, and have a good day, guys. Night Warden will be here with another episode the following day, so see you guys around. Peace. Luke, I am your father. No, I am your father. No, I am.